Oh, Hoshi-sama.
Oh my, you're supremely beautiful, aren't you? What, we can't do this here? Well, we can do it wherever you'd like. What? Shinto? Come now, surely we can speak of that later. Let it not be said I deny a pretty woman her requests. Now, sit comfortably and allow me to untangle this theological discussion into an explication more pleasurable for the ears. Shinto's beginning is uncertain. Some saying there are manuscripts and tapestries depicting kami in 300 BC, but most scholars believe it truly began when Buddhism arrived in Japan at the end of the Kofun period, around 500 AD. The reason is twofold. Firstly, though one could say Shinto was ever present throughout Japan for untold centuries, one could also say Shinto was simply a collection of different traditions of nature spirits, gods, and demons that did not collectively gather into one belief until the nation of Japan began to grow more civilized. And secondly, Buddhism arrived with the envoys and gifts of the Chinese emperor to the Japanese emperor Kinmei, the 19th emperor, but the first that is historically recognized in our history. The emperor's light acceptance of Buddhism and the growing collective of Shinto became inextricably linked in Japan. Shinto is a religion of appreciation and the love of the natural world. That is why we pray to the kami and guard against the yokai. In the West, kami is often translated as gods, and yokai, also called mononoke, as demons. These terms work, but there is no true translation for these spirits. They are as complex in design as flakes of snow, and as numerous as the grains of sand on the beach. Some kami are as powerful as one might call gods, and others are as small and gentle as hares, but all are worthy of veneration, either for their goodness or what they represent. That is what makes them kami. Yokai, or demons, do not have to be evil. Many are, as you might have seen on your travels. The dreaded spider demon Miroku and his incarnations are rare in their strength and cunning, but not in their cruelty. However, not all yokai share such malevolence. In fact, I have a handful of demon friends. Perhaps you've met a few. Both yokai and kami could be considered spirits. Actually, the spirits of great men and women could potentially become kami themselves. The main difference is whether the spirit is worthy of worship. And as much as I enjoy my friend Shippo, I can't exactly imagine a shrine being erected. A large aspect in Shinto is the avoidance of kegare or impurity, and keeping or obtaining hare meaning purity. You see, humans are fundamentally pure, meaning kegare or impurity is therefore seen as being a temporary condition that can be corrected through achieving hare, through various practices such as rites of purification. They are conducted so as to restore an individual to spiritual health and render them useful to themselves, their family, and society at large. And if you have heard of the Shikon jewel, I believe you have picked up on the importance of purity. The dichotomy of pure and impure translates to the Shinto cosmology. You see, while Shinto places great value on this life, then the next, there are still three different realms. The original realm, the land of high heaven where the greatest kami reside, is called Takamagahara. The manifested world, Utsisho-yo, is where we live, along with the other kami and yokai. An underworld is called Yomi no Kuni. Some in Shinto believe only impure spirits and fallen kami reside there, while the dead linger in their villages and on earth as spirits. But others believe Yoni no Kuni is where the dead go to rest. But Takamagahara is considered pure, and Yomi no Kuni is often said to be impure. Now, there are many Shinto shrines across Japan. I'm certain you've come across a few. They're always easy to spot. You often see the sacred torii gate, which is traditionally placed there for the kami to come and go, and to show us we are walking into a sacred place. The torii are often accompanied by the shiminwa rope, made of straw or hemp and used for ritual purification. You see, Shinto shrines can be run by various priests, but the most common are the shinshoku, typically male, and the miko, or priestesses. Geki are sometimes referred to as the male equivalent of a miko, as the shinshoku are typically of higher rank. But as I have come to learn, there are very powerful miko, such as the legendary Lady Kikyo. I have yet to meet her, but I hear she is very beautiful.
Very good, monk. Your reputation precedes you, and the compliment is most welcome.
Lady Kikyo, forgive me,